Underneath everything we do is a simple idea of want to. Whatever we think about, we want to think about it. Whatever we say, we want to say it. Whatever we do, we want to do it. So there's an immense power in just simply wanting to do something. As an individual, our want to can drive us to whatever height we want to achieve. It can take us to the valley, to the mountaintop. It challenges our environment where we question, does this have to be my reality? Does this have to be the norm, or can it be something different? If I want it to be something different, it can be something different. So there's this want to element. And when we think about it in terms of how we relate to others, we can't force things on other people. They firstly have to have want to before they can receive anything that you want to give them. And who are we? When we act in that way, it's a very egotistical way of thinking, where we say to that person, I know better than you about what you need to be doing at this point in time in your life. At this moment in your life, I know better than you about what you should be doing. How arrogant of an approach, and how egotistical of an approach is that? There's a condition in which giving and receiving correlate and correspond to each other. A receiver must be ready to receive anything the giver is ready to give. So if those two conditions aren't met, there's no exchange taking place. There's no seed being planted. And so just think about it in terms of, if you were to have a seed and you took it outside and you put it in the soil and you watered that seed, the conditions were right. You, the farmer, were able to plant this seed into the ground, and the nutrients and the minerals in the soil and the water and the sunlight were able to produce this plant. Now let's take the same example. If I was a farmer and I took this seed and I tried to put it in my carpet and watered it every day, nothing would happen because the receiving end wasn't ready for the seed in which I wanted to plant. So and I would be foolish to think that there was something that could come from it. If I looked at that carpet and got mad at that carpet and got disappointed in that carpet, I would be foolish to do those things, because I know that this carpet is not ready or not the right condition for the seed in which I'm trying to plant, in which this harvest I'm trying to reap. So let's think about that in terms of how we relate to each other on a day-to-day basis. I can talk. And I think that this will begin to challenge and redirect and construct and perhaps add value to some of the things in which we consider as the right approach. The right approach is the simple formula. The receiver must be ready for whatever the giver wants to give. And if those conditions aren't met, nothing will take place. So I want to walk away on this note. There's a poem about Short Sleeve Steve that I would like to leave with you. One moment. Short Sleeve Steve. Short Sleeve Steve always wondered why he came up short. He wore short sleeves year round, and not only at the resorts. He'd beg and plead and get on his knees and try to force his opinion, despite the fact he was always right. Now he was right now. The world really wasn't feeling him. I tried to tell him the truth, he said, with the capital T. But all I get in return is eyes staring back at me. What is a person to do when they want to give all that they have? Even with the best of intentions, the timing can sometimes be bad. He thought about this, and he was finally able to see that a necessary condition for giving is the other party being ready to receive. TWAM. Until next Friday.